Hello class, this is just a quick tutorial on the tile pattern. So if you look at your sheet, it says you're going to have to extend the pattern to include drawing figures 0 through 6. So if you look at yours, you'll have to look. So for example, this one has figures 2, 3, and 4. So you'd have to do 0, 1, 5, and 6. So if you go to the resources page and click on the link, it's going to take you to this site. So I have an example here for you. Here's figures 1, 2, and 3. So take whatever 3 figures you have, put them on here, label them. And then you're going to make figures, well, I would have to make figures 0, 4, 5, and 6. So if I want to do that, I can just pull this one out, and that would be my figure 0, right? So I'm going to pull out a text box, and I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to type in FIG period 0. That way it's clearly labeled. So there's figure 0, 1, 2, 3. So now I'm going to have to do 4, 5, and 6. So look at my pattern. So if this was my pattern, I see that there's something happening here. So I can quickly figure this one out. And I probably could have moved it over one. But I want to make sure I can get them all on this sheet. Now, you could always put some like up here and then some down here. I could have done that as well and probably have more than enough space. Okay, so there's my figure 4. So I'm just going to label it here. Type in figure 4. And then I'm going to pull this out here again. Whew, I should have just enough space for you. So again, it's pretty easy to do. You're just pulling things out and you're building it. So I'm going to continue to do that, and I will finish this up because there's one more. Oh, now you see I need to move that. I could just easily move that figure 4 over there. Now here I think I have enough space. So I'm going to put 2 spots in between them. And I'm going to build up, or out this time, instead of from one side to the other. And again, I'm looking at it and I can see where it's growing. Now, I'm almost done here. I didn't label 5, so I'll do that. Then I'll have to label 6, so I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to click on it and put FIG 5. I'm going to pull this one out. FIG period 6. Now if I go back to that sheet, you notice down here, what am I looking for? So if you notice here, it says demonstrate how the pattern grows. Use color, arrows, labels, and other math tools to help you show and explain. Show growth in each representation. So if I wanted to show growth in my representation here, what I can do is I can show growth by changing the colors. So you notice how there's 1 here, and all of a sudden there's 3, and then there's 5. So I can easily right click on it, hit change color, and I can change it to purple. Right click on it, change color, and I can change it to purple. And I could do this all the way through. And by doing this, I'm actually showing how it's growing. I'm showing that it's growing by 2 each time. So it grows by 2 here, it grows by 2 there. And you could show this in a number of ways. I've had some people in the past say, well, it's not growing there. Maybe these outside ones stay the same, and maybe these 2 are being added each time. So you see how they add these 2, then maybe these 2 are added, and these 2, and these just get pushed out. You can show it a couple different ways, but make sure you do this because it does say you have to show how growth is occurring in each figure. So simply by right-clicking on it and changing the color, you're able to do that. Again, you can see sometimes I have to click off it to make sure I can get behind it. So again, now I can see that it's growing by 2 each time. And then just take a snapshot of it, a screenshot of it, and you're going to throw it in your presentation so you can show the class. Again, this was just a quick tutorial video on how to extend a pattern to include drawings figures 0 through 6. and then I use color, arrows, labels, and other math tools to help you show and explain. So what I did was I showed the color. I showed the growth in color on that one. So if you have any other questions, make sure you ask me in class.